What it stands for? Yeet Podbats back in the review, and I have a playset down, tardis playset. Um, this is in fact bit too. There we go. This is the TARDIS playset, which was used for the first version of the TARDIS for the 11th Doctor. Now there is a massive seam mark, so I have took it apart once. Plus it's been in storage, so bear with it. Speaking of storage, I've been digging around boxes today, and I've got quite a lot of stuff out. So my background has slightly changed, but any of that. In fact, I found some more Lego, funnily enough. So, but anyways, looking at the TARDIS, it was in a blue box, showing bios of the Doctor and, like, about the TARDIS. And usually on the inside it'll come flat packed and you would have to build it yourself. Knowing me, I already know how to do it, so I've put it back up. But this one in the original box when I just opened it just now. In fact, I had this quite a long time now. Since it came out, I've got this, and I haven't really used it, but it's been in my box, and it's also been sat on my shelf at one point. I've just dusted it down a bit. Anyways, looking on the interior of the console room, the floor is actually made out of plastic, so it does scratch fairly easy, which you can't really tell, but it is plastic flooring. You got the stairs, which leads up to different places, but again leads to like empty corridors like here and over there, and of course round the back of the TARDIS, which you might just be able to see underneath, but more on that later. Speaking of stairs, if you can just about to see I just try and tilt it without damaging everything. Like here is a piece of card, and all the walkways have card on them. This is card, that's card, the floor is card, and the door entrance is actually made out of card. And as you can tell, my TARDIS console room has a lot of damage, so it does wear down, especially when I show you to the back of it. It does not stay pristine at all. Like, things start crumbling to pieces. That's going to have to be taped up somehow. There's that, dents everything. Again, there's the other walkway. It's blank, and it's really annoying because you don't have the doors, which is quite unfortunate. And you've got the stairs leading up to this piece of card area. Another stairs here leading up to, which I'll tell you in a minute. The underneath is supported, so at least it has some sort of structure built to it. So the majority of the playset is cardboard, and the rest of it is plastic. It does come with a seat, which is removable, and of course the paint's been chipping. It's quite dusty, because I've had it in a box. So I have got a couple of Doctor Who figures out to the side for me to use. Usually this is just usually dangling, but again it's been, been in a box, so it's kind of bent. So yeah. Looking at the TARDIS console section, which we'll get to that in a momento. This stairs here leads up to a piece of card, which there's no point of that being there. Although you do have these little pillars with like these little lights in them. The 9th and 10th Doctor's TARDIS is usually more bigger and has actually got some play to it, which is quite cool. So yeah, right, let's get rid of this. On the bed you go, and here comes Johnny. Jeez. There is a few parts broken off, again through the years of me having this. Usually this would be the keyboard, but the sticker came off. The rotation section does, this bit does rotate, but mine's bent again because it's been in storage. There used to be a gramophone here, but again snapped off. Now you've got all these little sections and little quirky bits like the typewriter, the tape recorder, buttons, the handbrake, the little dish there, coils, levers, the TARDIS release, whatever. It's got the phone and everything, and it's even got the slot for the 11th Doctor to put his sonic screwdriver in, which I did have at one point, but unfortunately I've lost it. Speaking of accessories, I did find the gun for the Decayed Master, so that was good. Now the middle section, the TARDIS rotor, the panels are usually wood in the show, but plastic on here, and you've got this like glass section which just goes up on itself, which is quite cool. But it's non-electronic, so it is pretty basic. Underneath you do have at least a panel, this bit here, which is I've only just noticed at that point. You've got like brakes, things around there. You've got your pedals, other bits, quite dusty. So yeah, I'm gonna have to tighten up that screw at some point. I bet I've put this the wrong way. No, I haven't. But yeah, that's the TARDIS rotor. It is fully removable, like this section, the top part section of the TARDIS rotor. It is quite weird to see it bent up, but that's where the time rotor slots into. It's got like a little gap, so you know, like it's got like a cut point here. I think that bit's removable, because if it is, I might just be able to try and put it in hot water, but that's got a sticker on it, so I can't. So right, where's this car? Lines up to here. There we go. Stick you back on there. So it is a good console. Like, the console alone is brilliant. Now, for ideas of how cramped it is for the figures, so that faces that way. Let's get that. Let's get the chair. So we've got Rory Williams, you know, sitting on the chair, which he can, funnily enough. You got the Doctor going upstairs, which looks a bit awkward to me because there's no railings. But when stood up on here, it looks like it's completed. To sit him in the swing, actually, I don't think it's going to work, because the figure is actually taller, and plus it's pretty cramped, so you'd have to actually, you know, I don't know. You can't even really get underneath the TARDIS console without bending his legs, which is a shame. The walkways, the height of them, I would say you just about go through. But this side as well, just about underneath you would be able to anyway, because it's a bigger gap. But the top is just a plain piece of card. So, in fact, usually there is like a slope, not the stairs. So you've got the handbrake, the time rotor. For a minute ago, is that upside down? I don't know, but yeah. So it looks weird with the figures in. Well, it looks alright for the most part, but it's like when you're putting them like downstairs, it's kind of cramped, and that's the problem with these TARDISes. Yeah, they haven't really spent much time doing them. So I'll be back in a momento. So overall, what do I think to this? I think that they could spend a bit more time. Hang on. They could spend a bit more time doing the TARDIS and rethink the design. As I think that, like, looking at it now, it's a bit rushed by how it is, and plus the card is like degrading. So yeah. Anyways, thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe, and also comment down below if you've subscribed and liked. I'll see you in the next video, which will be pretty interesting, hopefully. Anyways, I'll see you soon. Alonzo.